Welcome back to Day 3 of Blood Bowl Chaos Edition with the Hell's Badgers. I am your host, lostsemplex, and I have come up with an official name for the channel. And that name is Better Gnomes and Guarding, a gaming channel. So from now on, these games are brought to you by Better Gnomes and Guarding, a gaming channel. That's gonna be real fun to say. Okay, let's see what we have on the lineup today. We have our team, the Khorne Demons, versus the Green Glades of the Wood Elf race. You may have heard my hesitance in my voice when I spoke of the Wood Elves yesterday for Day 2's match. That was we may very well see why shortly. In the meantime, we have 50,000 in our treasury right now. That means we have enough to buy our very own apothecary, which we will promptly do. That ups our team value slightly. And we are going to go ahead and prepare the match. Okay. And we have been given 360,000 gold pieces in petty cash to use. The Wood Elves are not incredibly stompy, so I may actually not get an extra apothecary since we have our own now. Although I usually do, especially with the stompier teams, but Wood Elves aren't incredibly stompy. So, with this 360, we're definitely going to buy some rerolls. We'll get 2. We'll buy a bribe. And with the extra 60,000, we can't use the whole 60,000 unless maybe there's a certain type of unit, but we don't need any mercenaries, really. So we are going to get something that is 50,000, and that is the Bloodweiser Babes. And that basically just makes it a little more difficult for me to be knocked out during the match. It has its uses. Certainly does. And no way to use our remaining money, so we will go ahead and start this up. And let's continue this match. Alright, as you can see, there's our little Wood Elf friend with his little peace sign in the air. We'll see what we can do to make him rethink his political position. He has 3 cheerleaders, 2 rerolls, 1 apothecary. That is a pretty low amount of rerolls. That could work in our favor. But the Wood Elves are very much a passing team. They play the ball and they play it well. They are not about getting in my face. So I've got to be very much about getting in his face. I can't let them get behind me. As much as possible, I've got to prevent that, because when that happens, that's never a good position to be in. A lot of times their throwers have safe pass, which makes it a lot more difficult for me to intercept. And I already have trouble intercepting as it is, since I don't have a whole very high agility. As we do our flyby, I want to just note that I apologize for the lack of HD quality on the last day's match. I was trying something new, and it was a lot quicker to process, but unfortunately it also took away any chance of HD, and that's not really acceptable. Hopefully this time I will have found a balance between having HD and the time that it takes to do things. So without further ado, we are kicking off, which means that we want let's do a strong blitz. That's how we generally do it. Only with Elves, it's a lot more important to keep the backfield have it available, have some units back there that are available, because they are going to try. I'm going to keep my Herald back here, because he can blitz maybe any catchers that get behind my lines. For now, we're going to accept and receive the kickoff, or I mean, do the kickoff. And once again, we don't want the thrower to get it. If we can get any of the other units to catch it, that would be so much better. So we're going to aim for over in this direction. We may end up kicking it off the map entirely. The Green Glades get an extra team roll, which is... they're almost equal to us now with rerolls, and I don't like that. Yeah, we didn't even make it to their side of the field. So. Okay, and there goes one of our cultists to the ground.
He's having a little nap. The referee's guild has decided to hire a bodyguard for each game.
Another brilliant idea.
And this is what I'm talking about. Elves can do that stuff. And I'm not sure, the high elves did not do as well, but these wood elves they're dodging and getting past my guys with relative ease. And I believe they have already two. He got knocked down. It's very fortunate for us. We didn't get a third one down. Unfortunately, we do have two behind our lines. We can only blitz one. So let's see. He's got block, which makes him a threat, but they both have block. So they're both a significant threat. My guy has block too, so that's good. Attack here, and we'll do a defender stumbles, but he has dodge, so that's only gonna treat it as a push. Okay, we'll move in towards him, and he's got blocks, so both down is not gonna do anything at all. We can at least get him pushed closer to the edge here, maybe even do some crowd surfing on him. For this guy, there's not a whole lot we can do other than cover him. So we will cover him. And there's very little doubt that he won't be passed to. And we are having some frame rate issues with this current setting, I'm noticing. See about that in the next video. Eventually we'll get all of this down and I'll have smooth videos that work the way that I want them to. Okay, let's not push that yet. Let's see. Not too much. I feel too capable of doing. Okay. This tree man has got way too much strength for these cultists to mess with, so we're not going to worry about trying to block on him, because that's not going to go good no matter what. It just won't. Move him here, stand him up, and throw a kick on this guy. That did stun him, so he won't be getting back up next turn. And we'll move him down here to help with this wood elf, because I have a feeling he's going to have the ball in his hand next turn. We're gonna. This is what happens when somebody who is who's a lower strength attacks somebody who has a higher strength. the elf is attacking me, I get to choose one of the 2 dice. I'm definitely not going to take a stumble, so I will just choose being pushed. Okay, he's moving his ball carrier back, so he is not going to be trying to pass it this turn. Obviously didn't see that being a worthwhile risk. Which I will admit I am slightly surprised. I've seen them do some pretty crazy stuff. And go ahead and attack here. Gets a defender down. Good. Follow him. And that knocked him out. And we'll have to push him because we don't have ability. Oh, that's bad. We don't want to do either of those. We're going to use a reroll, and that worked okay. Okay, and he's down for a little while. Let's use our Herald to blitz somebody. She has Finned, which means that I can't follow her, but she's not gonna more than likely be used for catching the ball. But she is a pretty good unit, and she is... if they lose her, then they lose a lot of their defensive power. And she does have dodge, so we'll just use push because they're both going to do the same thing anyway. Doesn't really make any difference. And move forward, and she has block, and I'm on the blitz with Juggernaut, so it's just going to be a push again. And yeah, we do want to use Juggernaut. Move forward and see what else we can do. Once again, that and we just got 2 pushes. That could have been better, but certainly could have been worse as well. Let's see. We don't have a lot of very good options right now. I guess we will move him up and make this a better attack because we don't want him behind our lines as much as possible. We did get the defender down, so that'll put him to the floor. And it was a casualty, which is great. Okey-dokey. Let's see. We probably don't want to foul him. We have blitzed. I had to make sure of that. Stand him back up. You know what? I'm dumb. I should have looked at that. I could have blitzed the ball carrier. Well, he is wide open, so at very least we are going to stand next to him. I don't think that he's going to throw this turn. The reason why is that's a long way to throw, and he'll have quite a severe penalty in doing so. However, if he gets desperate enough, he may just do it anyway. We're going to come down here and foul this catcher. Okay, he won't be standing up next turn. And I guess we'll move... Well, no, we're going to keep him here. He may be able to get a good blitz off next turn. If he's next to somebody, then... well, I don't know. Well, that's a lineman, so linemen aren't as dangerous as a catcher in regards to being behind my line, so...
It's the only way to end a downward spiral.
He did throw the ball. Didn't make it real clear. And I think she's going for it. Touchdown. And this, folks, is why I hate the Wood Elves. They just had too many people behind me. I couldn't cover them all, but honestly, I was not even thinking about that particular character. But we did get a casualty, and they don't have any of that. So, it's not all for naught. Okay, let's get ready to receive the kickoff. And this is... we want as many demons up front as possible. Occultists can actually carry the ball fairly well if necessary. Okay, let's get this up in the air, and looks like he is going to be kicking off the table, possibly. It was a high kick, which means that I can move somebody under the ball. Now, my guys aren't exactly very skilled at catching, so whether or not they'll catch the ball, that's a good question. But we're going to move there. And I did not. And it was out of the field, so I get to give it to my whoever I want to be the ball carrier. I think I'm going to give it to the Colt. Well, they gave it to... I ran out of time. Too busy talking, and they gave it to the guy right in the middle of the front lines. That's bad. Okay. We will clear him up as much as possible and re-roll that because we don't... Dadgummit. Oh, man. I've really messed myself up. Okay. Very disappointed with my play there. I think we have probably sealed the deal for this match. I believe that this is going to be the turning point that means that we are really pretty much DOA. They are setting it up to be ready for a pass next turn. Okay, they did have a turnover before they could do any more, but that's still not that great for me. Okay, my front line has been decimated. They are all on the ground, and they are not going to be able to do much. I thought about blitzing the ball carrier with one of these guys, but they're going to have red dice. The safest bet would be go straight after the ball carrier, obviously. But they have guarded the ball carrier carefully. They've put some effort into making sure that that is not an easy task. I could also take out the catchers, but the problem with that is I only have one blitz and there are two catchers. Well, one of them's a lineman, which that's going to be our easiest bet. There are some more risky maneuvers that I could do, but and that unfortunately just moved him around. However, nope, he is still well within range of scoring next turn. So we're going to do our best to throw some guards around him. However, I am obviously not sure, but it seems pretty likely that he can still get past me. He is an elf after all, but if he has a bad roll, this could be a good thing for us. Oh, well, and here I am assuming he doesn't even have the ball yet. I'm just assuming that he's going to throw it to him. So let's not put all our eggs in one basket like I was really doing. Let's definitely. Ooh, I didn't notice that tackle zone there. That didn't turn out bad though. And let's foul this tree man. See if we can't get him off of the field. And let's see how this plays out. I'm not too sure. Okay, she's running the ball. Passed it off. They're sending some linemen down to open up this catcher here. And she is running the ball downfield. And she is throwing it. That is very odd. We will see about intercepting it with. Neither of these are going to have any difference in rolls for intercepting, so it's just a matter of which one I think is more suited to have the ball. Okay. I failed to intercept, but he failed to catch. Alright. Well, we're going to come at him from this direction so we don't push him into that ball. And we are going to put that catcher around and knock him out. Very good. Let's do the same with this lineman. Good. Okay. And this war dancer here. Not sure if I should use my blitz there. It just depends. What do I think is the safest route? Tell me, YouTube. Right or left? I think I'm going to go with left. The tree man is slower, and there's a war dancer up here. So we need to get this lineman out of the way. So we will. It's going to be a push, but we have frenzy, so we've got one more shot at knocking this elf down. Okay, we pushed him a little further out of the way. That could have gone better, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, well, I'm not real pleased with any of those rolls at the moment. We could go for the ball, but I am a little nervous about the 50% chance this early. I need to have everybody ready for this. They need to be ready and able to defend, and I don't feel like they are yet. We're going to have to take a risk, and it would be so nice if we could hurt that throw. If we could make him a casualty, we would have a much easier time of this game. But I think he may be the biggest danger. He has dodge, so that defender stumbles is not going to be as effective, and that was just a push. Though that does increase our rolls here. Push him forward, push him near my guy, and defender down. Okay, right. That opens him up for movement. Our pit fighter cultist here. So we're going to go for the ball now, and we failed on our first roll, but we are going to use a re-roll to see if we can't recover. We did. That's good. We want to move up for sure. Moving down the center would be the easiest, but it also leave me the most vulnerable next turn. So we're going to move here. Cultist around, and not should guard this side
Has just been
decent.
intercepted by dwarves.
Tree Man is obviously going to put a damper in what little cage I have set up, but we don't really have the unit numbers to make it better. We're going to go ahead and try here. That failed, but I was going to end turn soon anyway, so at least we took him down with us. Okay. So he's going to blitz on my ball carrier. Okay, so we have had our ball carrier knocked to the ground. He was not just knocked down, but he was also made a casualty out of. Not only was he just made a casualty, but he had a... Well, I can't explain it right this second because I'm running out of time. We're going to use our apothecary. We're going to choose badly hurt. We're going to go okay. Okay, instead of losing 1 strength permanently forever because of his casualty roll, he instead is only just out for the rest of the game, thanks to my apothecary. That is what the apothecary is good for. Okay, and they now have the ball in hand. And he was called out for a foul. Be out of the game for good. I'm not actually sure what type of unit that was. Looks like it was just a lineman. So that's cool. Not particularly that useful. Okay, we are... interesting shape now. Let's see. Well, we don't have any just wonderful rolls. We could blitz here, but well, that'll open up, make those rolls a little better on the ball carrier if this works. And fortunately, that was a good roll. We will follow. And that does help our rolls there. We'll do defender stumbles. We're definitely not taking a turnover at this point. And unfortunately, that didn't turn any better. And, yeah. We don't want to push her any closer to the goalpost, so... Let's move him around to there. Let's see what damage we can do elsewhere. Stand him back up. Move him right there. Maybe we can really put a damage on the thrower's day. Long casualty. No. That's okay, though. And push him right in the middle of all our guys. And hey! It killed him. He did use his apothecary, just like I did, to change it from a death to, to just badly hurt, which means that he's out for the rest of the game. Actually, I think because he used the apothecary, he's going to be back in the game. Seems like sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't. Okay, let's help guard this guy. Well, their numbers are pretty few right now. I mean, we have knocked a lot of them off the field. That's definitely a good thing. Okay, that at least got us away from the tree man. Can't easily get him away from the treeman, but might as well try. You know, Of course, keeping him there may... Yeah, we'll just keep him. You know, if the Truman turns on him, he's gonna be hurting, but that's okay. He's just a cultist. It'll keep him from running after somebody that's a higher target. I think that is going to be... No, he did not make it. How interesting. Let's see. I'm thinking about what I'm going... Now it is my turn. We've got to open this guy up so that he can do blitz. I suppose he can blitz too, but he has frenzy, so that gives him 2 shots at knocking him down. So stand him up. Move him here. Move him. Well, let's go ahead and put the pain train on. Push. Yes, follow. That messed things up pretty good. However, proper blitz here, I may be able to use it to push him. Yes. Push him down. Follow. Yes. Okay, that puts him still in danger. There's no blitz left. I'm going to have to take the roll on this. Before I do that, this may be unwarranted, but it seems like it might be safe to knock down this thrower real good. Because once again, the thrower is a big danger of the good elves. And, oh, I'm so not smart. I used my blitz. Oh, moron. I lose. There's no doubt about it now. He's getting out of there. You know, we'll try and cover him, but he's just gonna knock him down, and it's just gonna be all around. Yeah, we want to reroll. It did not work. We're having a turnover. He's gonna be knocked. My herald will be knocked down by the lineman, and even if he because he's a wood elf and they dodge him. That's 2 touchdowns on us before even the before halftime. That is unfortunate. Highly unfortunate. There's not much of a recovery here. I have played miserably, but I more or less suspected this might happen. And both of their knocked out linemen are back up. So their team is looking a little more healthy. This is the last turn of the... And we are receiving the kickoff again. That's very close to my receivers, which is handy. Okay, and we will see about doing what we can to hurt the line.
Looks like there was some bad blood between those two, eh, Bob?
Yeah, Jim.
Catcher. You have dodge, so this isn't going to be as good as it could have been. No, reroll. Oh, no. And this is why Frenzy is dangerous. Because you can only use 1 reroll a turn. I didn't even get to pick up the ball. Not that it matters. That was the last turn anyway. There was no way I was getting that downfield. At least they couldn't score on me again. Alright. So that'll be the end of this video. We are not looking good for the second half. But, who knows? Maybe we could tie this up. I doubt it. Alright, folks. I will see you next time.